Hey YouTubians, how you doing? Thanks for all the current subscribers. We really appreciate the subscribes, the likes, and all the comments. It makes things interesting when you're living life out here on the road. Today, I wanted to talk about something very important. There's a lot of talk about low rates in the industry and that the industry is oversaturated with drivers taking cheap freight, and that's the primary topic on most every expediter page that you would go to. You would see a lot of that and people asking questions about how to get into the business, and they've not yet really done a lot of research on the business. Those are some general statements, but that's sort of the flavor of the current environment we find ourselves in. What I want to talk about today is not what you can make in the cargo van business, but what you take home. What do I mean? Well, it doesn't matter if you do a run for $2,000. You're not putting $2,000 in the bank after you pay your insurance and your fuel. So let's talk about something that's much more important than what you bid on a job. It's what it's going to cost you to complete the mission of that particular job. That's called your cost per mile. Let's say you run 10,000 miles one month, and let's factor in an assumption of $3.75 diesel in my case, because that's what we run is diesel. It's cheaper than that, but just for the argument, that's going to be around $1,875 in fuel expense. We pay about $790 for commercial insurance per month. So you add those, divide those into the miles to get your cost per mile, and what you're going to come up with is about 26 cents a mile based on those assumptions. So can you make money running freight at 60 cents? Well, technically, yes. I mean, yeah, you should put a little, maybe 5 cents in per mile for maintenance or whatnot, but your big stuff is insurance and the fuel expense. Certainly, there can be large maintenance expenses, but just for budgeting purposes, let's say it's 25, let's say it's 30 cents a mile. So yeah, there are people taking cheap freight, 60 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents a mile, but you do not know, and I do not know what their cost per mile is. I know what mine is, and I know what I need to run or what I could run to still be in the plus column at the end of the month. So the point here is know what your expenses are and what you're going to take home, because the rest of it doesn't mean anything. If you don't know what your costs are, then you're not going to be able to turn a dollar at the end of the month, and you're going to find yourself on the fast track out of here. That's the note for today. I'll see you at the next stop.